Yo, what's up, guys? Okay, so this is like the worst relationship that I have in my entire life with anything, my relationship with my YouTube channel. 5 years ago, I decided to take a step away from being a YouTuber, and it's freaking crazy that it has been 5 years. And for everybody who's seen my channel before, like, I hope you guys are doing well, and I miss you, and I'm so freaking grateful for everything that you ever did for me. The last 6 months of my life have been the most magical, dreamlike months I couldn't have even imagined. Like, if you would have asked me 6 months ago, imagine the greatest, coolest, happiest reality ever and tell me about it, I probably would have told you about what I'm doing right now, which is so weird. My only agenda in this video is to give back what I can to contribute what I hope is helpful knowledge for you guys to, chew on, take it however you will. But these lessons that I'm about to share with you have genuinely made my life better in every way. And if you want to be a successful person, I'm not going to sit here and say that I am the perfect person and I am the most successful being that I could ever imagine. I am so far from that. But amongst every successful person that I know, success not defined by how much money you have, success as defined by the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, the people who wake up every single day and do what they want to do with their life. If you wake up in the morning knowing what you want to do with that day, knowing that if you do something today, tomorrow will be better, that you will be a happier person tomorrow, and then you wake up that day and do that thing, and then at night you are looking back and saying, wow, today I created the reality that I wanted. I got one step closer. If you are that type of person, you are a successful person. Amongst every single successful person that I have ever met, there is a list of lessons that everybody seems to have just come across that I wish I would have been sat down and told as soon as I started working, as soon as I started realizing what this life is. I hope this information resonates. Let me know what you think. First things first. It is so important to remember that everything in this world is connected and that God, the creator, is definitely a real thing. Take a moment, hold that, and then keep that in mind through the rest of these points, and I will tie that in. The second thing, the things that you believe, the things that you think or feel or see in your head either help you or they do not. The top recommendation across all successful individuals that have ever lived, if you look at these memoirs or these biographies and you look at what they're telling people at the end of their life, what is your secret? How did you do this? What is the thing that I need to know? You must understand that control of your own mind is the key to creating the world that you want to live. The world as you know it literally comes through you into this reality from all of us. Every single thing that is around you has been created by something, whether it is by the divine creator of this world, which you call God, or if it's the chairs that you sit on, the phone that you're watching this through, no matter what it is, it has come through into the world through somebody's mind. When you realize that everything is created, you realize that everything is created through thought, and you also can realize then that you choose your own thoughts. Think of your thoughts as objects in a river, flowing down a river. You are the thing looking at this river that can decide what thing in the river to pay attention to. Not only can you decide what to pay attention to, but the cool part about it is you can choose what's in the river. If you want to be a happy person, start thinking the things that happy people think. If you want to be a successful person, understand what successful people think. One of the best pieces of advice that I can give you if you want to be a successful person, start to think that everything that happens to you happens in your favor, if you let it. Now, this is the key. Everything that happens to you happens in your favor if you let it. I'm not going to sit here and say that every situation is easy to deal with. I'm also not going to say that I have dealt with the hardest situations. But every single time in my life when I look back at the things that I've gone through and where it's led me to here today, I realize that everything that has happened in my life has made me a better person. Everything that has happened to me, when I take a second and understand what it is inside of this experience that I can learn from, has made me a better person. There has not been a single thing, there's not been one person in my life that has been mean to me that hasn't helped me become better. There's not been one experience that has damned me from being able to experience what I need to in this life. Remember, you choose what to believe, and if you choose to believe that everything happens in your favor, and then you pay attention to what that really means when you're experiencing something, you can find the gold in any dirt pile, or however you want to say that. I believe that life is about experiencing things that teach you lessons that allow you to ascend. So increase your vibration, increase your energy, your aura, whatever you call it, increase your happiness, increase the amount of happiness you can bring to other people. All of that is done through experiences and lessons that you learn in those experiences. So it is so important to have faith that the things that you are experiencing are making your life better. No matter if it's the worst news you could imagine right now, there is some upside, and if you have faith that it is there, eventually you will see it, and I promise you that. That is, I truly believe this with my whole being. The next two lessons are for those feeling lost in any way. I want you to remember that there are things that only you can bring into this world. Remember that everything in this world has been brought in by somebody, has been created in some way. There are things that literally only you can do, okay? It's that simple. In most situations, if somebody else can do it, you can do it too. But there are certain things that only you can do. We are unique for a reason. We are here with others for a reason, but you are unique and special. And there are things, there are blessings that you will bring into this world that you are meant to bring, as long as you keep trying and you do not give up in that purpose. The next lesson about purpose is given and chosen. These unique things about you that make you special, no matter what it is, there's something beautiful about it. You have been put on earth exactly where you are, exactly how you are, with the exact people for a reason higher than you could ever understand. Within that set of abilities and unique attributes, you can find inclinations of a purpose, something that you are meant to do. For those who have yet to figure out their purpose, take a second, take a very deep breath. You can pause the video if you want, take as much time as you need. And then think, ask yourself, why am I here? What about me makes me special? What excites me to get out of bed in the morning? Try to feel within you, intuitively, feel with your body the most exciting reality that you can imagine. Think about where you are today and then imagine where you could be 10 years from now. And then really feel that. When you spend enough time doing this, your mind will present to you in just some moment your given purpose and your chosen purpose. On one side, God has blessed you with certain traits and attributes that make you unique, certain curiosities, things you're interested in. When you lean into the feeling of understanding whatever this given purpose is, these unique things about you, when you lean into feeling that, you will then be led to a place where you understand what excites you the most. That's your purpose. That's what you're meant to do. A successful person is somebody who progressively realizes a worthy ideal. So if you realize what excites you, this purpose of yours, and then you wake up and you spend your time doing it, even if you don't know how to do it at the beginning, if you look back and realize at the end of your day that you have done everything that you could have done that day to make your life better, or at least a few things, then you are one step closer to living the best life that you can imagine, and you are most certainly a successful person. Hands down. This next lesson is super simple. I don't know how you could disagree with this. There is a magic to this life that is so undeniable, and it's so subtle, but it is so there. When you're looking for it, it like screams at you. There are things about this world that everybody seems to feel that no one can really scientifically explain. This is what I call magic. The next thing I want to share with you guys are things that you can do to increase this magic, this quality of life that helps you live the life that you want, or helps you become whatever faster, or makes whatever experience better or more likely. To me, this magic is a quality of God. It is a quality of Creator. It's something that we can all tap into. And the number one thing that I have found to increase this magic of the life that we live, this serendipity, understand that what you do and what you give and who you decide to be to the people and the world around you, the stuff outside of you, will come back to you. If you decide to be a good person to the people around you, you over time increase the rate in which other people are nice to you. Doing good things for the world around you genuinely increases the quality of the life that you live. Undebatably, I don't know a single person that disagrees with this. Everything that you do, every thought that you think, every action that you take comes back to you in some way. So I have found in my life that if I focus on being a good person, and I focus on helping people and just being genuine to myself and smiling at people, opening the doors when I can, like these sort of things, I genuinely become happier and somehow life gets better. Next lesson I wanted to share is that God blesses those who seek and honor his blessing. So a blessing is something that you're given, it's something you're granted. And if you have something in your life that you are grateful for, you're given something. Let's say I came up to you today and I handed you the keys to a brand new house. If you take these keys and you go in the house and then you only look for what's wrong with it, that house isn't going to be that amazing to you, but maybe to somebody else it will be. When you honor the things that you are given, you increase the quality of that thing in your mind, which means that while you are experiencing it, you are naturally happier. You're vibrating higher. If I'm given something small and I treat it as the biggest gift ever, or if I'm given something really amazing and I treat it as the best gift ever, in my mind, in my experience of life, I've just been given the best gift ever. And this is amazing. And it puts me in a position where I can then attract more things like that. When you decide to be grateful, your life gets better. There's something about this, like being grateful, gratitude makes life more magical, more good, and I definitely recommend it. The second to last thing that I wanted to share is remember that no one else can see for you, no one else can talk for you, and no one else can think for you. You'll go through life and you'll hear people telling you things. Let's say you want to be a big YouTuber, or you want to be a tech entrepreneur, and you go and you tell the people closest to you, hey, this is this thing that I want to do, or there's this thing I want to do, and whenever I think about it, I get so excited, and this feels like my purpose, and this is what I want to do. Remember that when those people look at you and say, hey, maybe this isn't what you should be doing, maybe this is a bad idea. The world that we create comes through us, but the world that you create comes through you. So if you want something badly enough, don't care what everybody else is saying. When I first made my YouTube channel, I went to school the next day and told everybody I was going to be a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. I was going to be a big YouTuber. I wasn't going to have to work a job, like a normal job ever. I went to a pretty small school, but literally everybody in my school told me that I was crazy and that this was unrealistic. And the only person who really believed in me was like my older cousin who was already doing it, and my mom. My dad at one point looked at me and said, if you try to do this, you are going to fail. And I took that and used that moment to just make my energy of doing the thing even higher, and just I used it as this opportunity to increase my rate of success. Early on with YouTube, if I would have listened to these people telling me it's unrealistic and I should do extra homework instead of making YouTube videos, like I would be living a life that somebody else created for me. And that is not the life that I would be happiest in. Steve Jobs had this saying about connecting the dots in your life. He said that it is impossible to connect the dots looking forward, but he said it's 100% possible to connect the dots looking backwards. In this, he also says that dogma is one of the most dangerous things in this world, and dogma is subscribing to the results of other people's thinking mindlessly. Some of the things people tell you will be right, and it will be right for you, but you need to not accept it mindlessly. If you follow your internal senses, you will be led down a path that leads you to where you need to be. You can sit and listen to these people telling you things all that you want. Like even me, I'm sure there's something that I've said in this video that you don't completely agree with. But if you look at YouTube today and you look at the manosphere, like these successful people saying what you need to do if you want to be a successful man, basically what they say is, okay, get all of the money in the world, as much as you can, become as powerful as possible. They tell the world this thing and then they go out and try to do it, and they do it in ways that's like not really good. In my opinion, these crypto influencers who make a lot of money by selling like a crypto coin that they then rug pull under somebody else, like that to me is not a successful person. Maybe after that they have a lot of money, but if you are given all of the money you could ever want today, but you're still a bad person and you're still doing bad things that hurt people, does that mean you're successful? I don't think so. I encourage every single person watching this to look into lucid dreaming. Quick summary, lucid dreaming is when you become aware that you are dreaming while you are dreaming. While you're sleeping, you'll have some dream that in the middle of the dream, you realize, oh my God, I'm dreaming. For most people, the first like 10 times they realize they're dreaming while they're dreaming, they'll just wake up. It's like a very exciting experience and you wake up. You can train your mind and your awareness to become lucid while you're dreaming, realize that you're dreaming, and then stay in the dream. When you become aware that you are dreaming while you are dreaming, you can literally do anything that you want in your dream. If you're in the scariest situation, you want to turn it into a paradise, you can just snap your fingers and it is a paradise. Now, I bring all of this up to share this most fundamental lesson. Dreams are realities that you create internally. They're things that you experience individually, like it's within you. And when you lucid dream, you can create whatever reality that you want. Whereas the life that we live, this physical world, is a collective dream. I don't know if this collective dream is in the mind of something, but in this collective dream, those who become aware that they are in this thing, that they are dreaming, that they're this creative force that can decide what the environment looks like, the circumstances that everybody's experiencing looks like. Those who become lucid while they're dreaming are those who create realities that people look at 100 years from now and they're like, oh my God, what the heck? To live life like it's a lucid dream is to remember that you are the creator of this experience, to remember that things come through you, to remember that you can choose what you think about, that when you live life like it's a lucid dream, you can be in this experience and you can be in it, but you're not of it. You are not a product of everything that has been set out for you by somebody else. There is some quality of this experience, of this dream that you are meant to experience. There are lessons that you need to learn. There are some cards that you're dealt that are meant for you. But while you are in this experience, you can decide what you want to make of it. You can decide what it is that you want to create. I'm not saying that everybody is given the fairest hand at the start or at the end. I'm not saying that there are things that aren't out of your control. Obviously there are, but I am strongly encouraging you to remember to choose for your soul to define your life, and not for your life or for this world to define your soul. I hope some of this made sense, and I hope that this added value. Please let me know what you think. I love you guys very much, and big things coming soon. Okay, bye.